This is Blackheart. Welcome backstage with me. Today we're going to do the Foxeye, and we're going to talk about dreams and the science behind them and my opinion on them. So yeah, if you want to figure out how to do this look and want to have a fun conversation about conspiracies and dreams, then stay tuned. I already did my foundation and contour, highlight, all that good stuff, so that way I can make the video shorter. I even shaved my eyebrows for this video, and I kind of butchered them, so I hope you love this video. That being said, even if you don't, whatever, eyebrows grow back, but I hope you do regardless. Side note, I tried a different contour highlight today, and I'm not sure that I'm liking it. I'm normally not this pale looking after my highlight and contour, but I decided to try a new one today, and I'm not sure if I like it or not. Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about dreams while I do a Foxeye, and I'm kind of a conspiracy theorist, so if you're not like that, maybe you'll just have fun watching, or maybe Trend Tuesday's more of your thing, but I am like an open-minded person, so I hear all these things, I look into them, I find them interesting, and then I think maybe they could be possible, maybe not, like after death. Who knows what really happens after death? You could be a spirit, like a ghost. You could move on to heaven or hell. You could get stuck in limbo. You could literally have nothing. You could be in a parallel universe. It could be reincarnation. Like, anything's possible, and that's what I believe. So I just research everything and try to keep my mind open to everything. So today we're going to be talking about dreams, and I'm going to be doing a Foxeye. Let's hope I do it right. Anyways, so let's get started on the topic. So, dreams. Alright? I always wanted to record dreams when I was younger, and so you could play them back and actually see what you're dreaming about. And I wish we had the technology to do that, because that would be amazing. Oh, and also my Foxeye is going to be glittery. Glittery. Can't talk again today, Anyways, so for dreams, let's get started. So I really believe that dreams are one of two things. They're either like a parallel universe, like memories of a parallel universe or glimpses into a parallel universe, or I believe that they are like dreams of reincarnations from different lives, like memories from reincarnations, different lives, and that's what dreams are. And these can go hand in hand because I think they both coexist at the same time. So I'm going to tell you why a little bit more. I've done some scientific research, and it's actually stuff that plays into my theories. So we're going to get started on topic 1. Hold on, my paperwork is backwards. We're going to get started on topic 1. And my first point is, have you ever realized that you cannot see your face in your dreams? Weird, right? They say, by the way, I've already done primer. I have not set a base yet, so I'm going to do that real quick, and then we'll get started. I'm going to use this concealer as a base. So they say that you can't see your face because it's stored in your conscious memory, and your conscious memory is asleep when you are asleep. So the reason you dream is because your subconscious is awake. And your subconscious only consists of memories, okay? So you can see literally everybody's faces you've ever seen in the world. Even if you don't remember them, your brain does. And it's stored in your subconscious. So every face you see in your dream is said to be somebody you've seen. But somehow you cannot see your own face, even though you've seen it in a reflection or whatever, camera. But I guess it's stored in your conscious memory instead, which really makes no sense if you think about it, because wouldn't it be like the same type of thing? seeing your own face or seeing somebody else's face, it's still a face. Don't you think it'd be categorized as like a familiar face? Kind of like how you remember your mother's face, and that shows up more in dreams because you think about it more. Or your brother's face, or a best friend's face, or whatever. Same thing happens with that. So, don't you think it would be like that? That's my first point. Like, so I think because you don't see yourself in your dreams, like they say you'll never see yourself in a mirror in a dream, or it'll be blurry, or your facial features will be wrong, or like it'll be somebody else. It'll turn into somebody else. And that's because you're subconscious, just like you never read a book in your dream because you can't see the words, because that's your conscious memory instead of your subconscious memory. Same with seeing your face. It's just like you turn around and you're looking in a mirror, and then all of a sudden you turn back and bum bum bum, it's somebody else. Right? Well, I have a hard time believing that it's stored separately, you know, your face compared to somebody else's face. And so I have come up with the concept of when you are in a dream and you feel like you are yourself and you can't see your own face because you are that person, I feel like that is from like this life, and it's just like a reincarnation, or it's from this timeline. Like it hasn't happened yet and it's going to happen in the future, or it already happened and it's like a memory dream, okay? And so that's what I believe. And like when you are looking at yourself, like you can see yourself and something else happening and you can see your face and everything, but it's not your face. I believe that is like, that could also be a reincarnation because it's got a different face. But I also believe that that could be, oh wait, no, I got this backwards. Okay, so when you are like looking through your eyes, but you can't see yourself, I think that's an alternate universe. Sorry about the mix-up. And that it could be happening somewhere in a different universe, or it could be happening here on this timeline. Before, you know, if it's a memory that you have, it happened before this timeline. And if it's afterwards, you know, it's in the future, and you haven't just seen it yet. Or it could be in a different dimension, and it's you as that person, but you have no memory of it because it's happening elsewhere. And that's why you're dreaming of it, because they say for every choice there's another alternate dimension, right? So I believe we see glimpses of that in our dreams. And the timeline thing of how you can see your future is because time's all happening at one time, even though we don't see it that way. That's how you can see your future dreams, you know, or your future events in your dreams, which we'll get back to that in topic 3. You'll hear all about it. Trust me, I can't wait to tell you all about that. Anyways, let's get back to the makeup because I know I'm talking a lot. So, but they say you can't see your face because, you know, it's stored in your conscious or your subconscious instead of your conscious, and yada yada yada. So, oh yeah, that was point 1. Let's start with this color right here. Here. Yeah, it's gonna be glittery, like I said. Oh, and I'm doing it wrong, sorry. Hold on, scratch that. And I need a different brush. Like this brush. This is better. So, I really believe that, you know, if you can't see yourself, it is an alternate dimension. But if you can see yourself, but it's not your face, that it's an alternate universe. This isn't supposed to be in the crease. I went back to doing a natural makeup. So if you can't see yourself, I believe it is an alternate universe. And, I mean, yeah. And if you can see yourself, it is just a flashback to a reincarnation, because, you know, it's not your face, and it's you as somebody else. It's you in another life, and you can see everything they're doing, and you can remember it because it's from one of your past lives. And That's why your face doesn't look the same. That's why you don't feel 100% like you, but you know it's you. You know in the dream it's supposed to be you. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's really what it is because of, not because of what they said. So yeah. Sorry, I have to focus for a second. I don't know if I'm doing this right. It's supposed to be like up and like up this way. Kind of a wrinkly eye there, so it's hard. And then like up this way. Anyways. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I feel like that's true. Like, doesn't it make sense? Instead of rather just saying, hey, we can't see our face because it's in our conscious memory instead of our subconscious memory, but we can see everybody else's face. And I feel like we can see everybody else's face because obviously we're around those people every day, and the people that we don't remember, seeing, they could be from this timeline, they could be from a different timeline, they could be from a different universe. Like, it's really no telling. But it is what it is. And I don't even think we can store that many faces in our memory. How would we be able to store that many faces in our memory, but we can't even store our own? Like, that makes no sense whatsoever. So, yeah, I don't understand it, I guess, or it just isn't real. So anyways, let's move on to topic number 2. Scientists find that your mind is more active when you are asleep, okay? So I believe this is another thing that leads back to, having multiple dimensions, and they say this is because your brain cannot process all the things that you think, say, or do during the day, but our minds works super quick. Like, it processes things in a second. You think it would store it in the same time. You know what I mean? I don't think it would take extra time for it to store the information we're learning compared to, like, oh, sorry, wrong color. Compared to, like, hold on, sorry, I gotta focus again. Yeah, I think it would be able to work faster to store that information, and all that stuff. And because if we can think about it that quick, why can't, it like store stuff that quick? So they're saying that while we're dreaming, dreams come from storing information we've learned throughout the day. Like, we think about things that we've seen, heard, and thought of throughout the day. But I don't think this is true, because wouldn't it happen in seconds, just like thinking about it? Like, your brain works pretty fast. I don't see how that is realistic. I don't see how it's realistic. And so my thoughts on this one, hold on, are really just like your brain's overworking because of the whole other dimension thing, and having to realize that we are on the same timeline. Like, our future and our past are exactly the same, right? So when your brain is trying to comprehend all the dreams that you are having, and it's trying to piece together where these events are, and it's just playing them all at the same time in your brain. And that's where the dreams come from, and what it's actually trying to process in my mind, like, in my opinion. So, because we actually cannot process ourselves that we are on the same timeline. But somewhere in our brain, we can see fifth dimensions, and we can see just fine that we are on a timeline that coexists at one time, you know, and that past, present, and future coexist at one time, not at multiple times. I don't know if I'm doing this right. I don't know. I don't know if I'm doing this right. So hold on, I'm trying to focus because I think I'm fucking this up, and it's a lot harder on my. See how that one looks? This one's supposed to look like that, and I'm just. It's not even working. Okay, just take that part off. So, as I saw my brush, I guess we will switch to a different brush because that wasn't meant to be, apparently. So, I feel like your brain cannot process the multiple timelines at once, and that is why it is more active. Plus, it's trying to remember all the past events. It's trying to think about all the future events that are going to happen. It's trying to think of all the, you know, the millions of alternate universes, and it's trying to pretty much make sense of all of that. You know what I mean? Not just, oh, hey, it can't understand, you know, basic day-to-day life, even though somewhere in that mind there is an ability to understand fifth dimension, but you know, it can't understand basic life. I think I'm doing this right now. Okay. It's supposed to come up like that. Bear with me, because I should have been done my eyes already, but for whatever reason, I can't seem to get them right. It's not supposed to be in the crease whatsoever. I use a little more brush for that eye because I don't know what's going on, but I can't seem to get it. So yeah, I'm gonna use this little brush because I don't know what is going on. And we're gonna start with the medium color to do it again. I think it's getting better. But I think that this time it would be a little bit more upwards like that. Okay. Okay, that's good enough. I'm gonna end up blending it out anyways. Alright, see, that's better. Reminder that I've never tried this look before. Which is probably why I'm having such a hard time with it. I guess I should have tried it first before I said, hey, yeah, YouTube, let me do this look that I have no idea how to do. But it'll be okay. I swear I'll get through this. And I'm sorry, the science talk stopped for a minute because I have to focus, but it'll be okay. Okay, whatever, good enough. I'm just gonna move on to the next step because I'm having troubles. And we'll go to a different color. So, anyways, let's get back onto this. So, with these theories, I have a theory that while you are dreaming, you are out of your body. You know how you have those out-of-body experiences and all that stuff? Well, I have a theory that you're out of your body while you are dreaming, and this is because you are traveling through time, or you are like in, you know how I said time is linear, so you are pretty much out of your body in all of time, because your brain has a hard time actually seeing all this, right? So it's more of a spiritual thing. So then I believe that you go out of your body so that you can go through time a different way, you can experience time a different way, whatever, and that you leave your body, you know what I mean? Like, it's pretty simple, I think. I don't think I have to explain it any further. If you don't think I explained it good enough, you can just leave me a comment and ask questions. But I also believe that, you know, you have out-of-body experiences because of that reason. So, which is backed by science, because scientists say that you cannot dream, okay? You cannot dream if you are interrupted by outside, hold on, I have something in my eye. Outside sources, like if you have to pee or if there's noise, you don't dream because of this reason. And it makes sense. Like, obviously, if you have to pee or whatever, you're not gonna leave your body. Because you gotta pee. Like, obviously, you're gonna wake up and you're gonna have to go pee and all that good stuff. And so you can't leave your body. And you're not subconsciously asleep. Like, you're not all the way asleep. So your spirit's obviously not going to leave your body if you're not all the way asleep. Because that wouldn't work, you know what I mean? Like, it wouldn't physically work. So, that one's too fat. If you think about it, you have to be asleep to dream, and if you aren't asleep, you obviously aren't going to leave your body. Your spirit's obviously not going to leave your body if you're not asleep. Like, how? It's like your spirit leaving your body, but you're not dead. You know what I mean? It's obviously not going to happen like that. You have to be unconscious, or your subconscious cannot leave. It's just not possible. And I think I'm getting better at this now, because I'm starting to love it. They're a little different, but I think it'll look okay at the end. This is my first time, so I'm not going to have them perfectly asymmetrical, but it's fine. It really is. Anyways, so, sorry about all those sniffles. Anyways, so that makes me think of, like, the out-of-body experiences and all that good stuff, and it links it back to going out of your body, to go in different dimensions, different timelines, all that good stuff. Like, you're not gonna be able to do all that if you gotta pee. How? Like, hey, I'm not asleep, but let's travel time and space. with my body, because that's not going to happen, because your spirit can't leave your body if you're not sleeping. Like, your spirit has to go, and you can't go. And all that good stuff. Like, I know I'm repeating myself a lot, but I'm losing focus somewhat because of this. Next time, hopefully, I'll be able to stay on focus better. This is a hard topic not to repeat yourself in the first place, because it all is basically the same point, just with different little tiny details, you know? We'll move on to the next topic here in a second. After I get this color on. I love glitter. I don't know what it is about glitter, but it's just the best. You know? Almost done this look. So that's great. The eye look. But I still gotta do the eyebrows, of course. So next topic is 50% of dreams are scientifically proven to be negative. Okay? We're about to come back on the Premonition Dreams, but this one's first. So 50% of dreams are negative. Do you believe that? 50% are positive and 50% are negative. And this is like the whole, everything is balanced, you know? Everything's balanced in life. Like, if there's life, there's death. If there's sleep, there's awake. If there's day, there's night. Like, yin and yang, okay? So, this makes me think like it's all connected. Everything is connected, including dreams. If you know, everything in your life happens, you know, if you know how that feeling when you're like, oh, something good is happening, because I know something bad is going to happen, you know what I mean? Or something bad is happening, so you're the rainbow at the end of the rain type thing. So you're waiting for the other shoe to drop, all the coincidences and stuff. Well, it's not so coincidental. It's like yin and yang, you know what I mean? It's whatever's meant to happen will happen. And so, that being said, hold on, let me fix this real quick. There we go. So that being said, like, if it's happening in life and it's happening in your dreams, what makes you think that dreams aren't life? Like, another version of your life? If your dreams have to be half negative, half positive, just like life does, just like the yin and the yang, don't you think that there's a possibility that it could be memories and future premonitions of your life? Like, don't you think that's possible? Because I sure do. I don't believe it's 100% true, but I mean, 50% true, you know? It's a possibility. It might be the real, you know, it might be real, it might not be real, but that's why I keep an open mind to everything. Oh, I just dropped a palette. But that's why I keep an open mind to everything, you know? Because you never know what's real and what's not real. Like, we were just told by the government that aliens were real, and we were taught that they weren't real. So, what else could be real, you know what I mean? I think I'm going a little high on this, but I like it a little high. It kind of looks drag queeny. I love drag queen makeup, so, you know, I'm just going to go a little extra high on it, and then I will blend it out. But I love it. So I don't know if I'm doing it correctly 100%, but whatever. I'll put my own spin on it. It's still, I know everything's going to be in the upward direction, so I know that's, you know, following the rules. So now we're going to get the black that I have. It's in the palette that I dropped. So, yeah. We're going to go in with this darkest brown first. and kind of smoke it out. Anyways, so yeah, so the yin and the yang, and having it happen in dreams is where it convinces me a little bit more that it is life, and it has to work like life because of that reason. You know, it's not just memories, because, you know, you could have just good memories or just negative memories. And they're saying dreams is just memories or just information that we're storing. Well, what if you only stored good information that day? What if you didn't have a bad day at all? Like, how does that make sense? It doesn't. You know what I mean? Oh, I just got that way too far over. It doesn't work like that. So, fact of the matter is, that's what makes me think it's memories and future and other dimensions and just a little bit of all of that intertwined, and like memories from reincarnation. So it's too far on my lid. So yeah. This eye's looking so much better than this eye right now. It's like unreal. I'm doing the same thing on both eyes, but this one looks so much better. I don't understand it. Anyways, on to Premonition Dreams. So, seeing we're almost done. The Premonition Dreams are like, if you've ever had a dream where you feel like that's happened before and it hasn't. Kind of like a deja vu moment. And then it happens in the future. And then you're like, oh, that's what that was. That dream that I had way back when. About this moment right now. Well, that's a premonition dream, okay? And that is telling the future. And how can our minds tell the future if we are not five-dimensional beings? Are supposed to be five-dimensional beings, first off. And second off, how could that happen if we're not living all at once and in other dimensions and stuff like that? Like, it all coincides, I'm telling you. Like, there's no way it doesn't all coincide. So I have proof right here of the premonition dreams, and I'm going to read them to you in 2 seconds. I myself, though, am going to talk a little bit on the premonition dreams that I have had myself. Like, every time I've been in a car accident, I have known that that car accident was going to happen. I have had dreams about the car accidents happening, or like right before, I have had like daydreams about it happening. And then it happened. Like, one time, me and my friend, we were sitting in the car, and we're going off-roading, and we were texting because we were with this driver we didn't know, and we're like, maybe we should get out of the car. And right as we handed the phone back to one another, saying we should get out of the car crashed into a tree. Well, the guy crashed into a tree with us in the car, and my friend's head went into the windshield, and it was just a whole big ordeal. And then when I was younger, I was like 12 years old, so this one I can't really make up at all. It was my brother's birthday, his 21st birthday, and I went with my brother and my mom and his friends over to one of my mom's friends, and everybody was partying, everybody was drinking, and I rode with one of my brother's friends, and on the way back, I just had this bad feeling, okay, that something bad was going to happen, and that I did not want to ride with them, okay? And so on the way home, well, nobody else was sitting because everybody was drunk. So on the way home, this guy, let's call him Chuck, he decided to go speeding around my mom's car, around a curve, and we flipped the car he flipped the car 7 times with us in the car, and it was head to back instead of side to side. Anyways, I didn't get badly hurt. I got a couple scars, whatever, but I knew it was going to happen. I've had several dreams where I've seen the future. Several, like so many that I almost thought I could actually tell the future, because that's how many, okay? Like, it's scary how many times I've told the future, and I'm like, this is that exact moment that I've told my best friend about, that I told my brother about, that I told my mom about, and they see it, and I'm like, I feel like I'm fucking crazy because I've predicted the future 20 billion times. So anyways, these are events that have been, like, they've been foreseen by famous people or big events. So it's scientifically proven. All of these have been checked, they've been verified, they've been scientifically proven, okay? The first one is that it has been recorded that many 9/11 victims dreamed about the attack, okay? They dreamed that the terrorist attack was going to happen. They dreamed that the building was going to fall down. They dreamed that a lot of people were going to die, okay? So that's just one of the events. Let's start the eyebrows. They dreamed that it was going to happen. Many of them, and not just one of them. Many, okay? Many of them dreamed it was going to happen. So another one is that Abe Lincoln, he dreamed about his assassination. He literally told people that he was going to be assassinated in a booth, in a movie theater, with a gun, and everything else. And nobody believed him. Nobody believed him up until it happened. And he was spot on about pretty much every detail, okay? Which is very, very weird. But it happens. It really happens. Like, I've witnessed it firsthand about it happening. Like, it is crazy, but it does happen. And trust me, you walk up to somebody and say, hey, this is gonna happen, and see what their response is, okay? See what their response is, because it's not gonna be a good one. It's gonna be like, oh yeah? Well, I don't believe you. I don't know what's going on with my eyebrow right there, but that is just another reason why I believe in alternate dimensions. And that is just like another timeline loop that it shows you that because we can tell the future, that our timeline is happening all at one time, which that is already scientifically proven. Okay. So, ooh, I did it. So, then if that is scientifically proven, and our timeline is happening all at one time, and we can see the future, then don't you think we'd be able to see into other dimensions, and, like, all that good stuff? If we can see the future, and we were told we can't, don't you think anything can happen? Like, I don't know, it's some sketchy shiznit, okay? It's just some sketchy shiznit. I don't believe anything that the government has told us anymore. And I don't know if it's 100% true. Maybe we should believe the government, but then again, they just told us aliens were real, and that's a big fucking bomb to drop after telling everybody that aliens weren't real for so fucking long. You know what I mean? So, anyways, back to the premonitions. So, Mark Twain, right? He dreamed that his brother was going to die the way that he did. Mark Twain's brother died, and it's this big event, of course, because he's an important person. And Mark Twain tried to warn his brother, but of course, you cannot stop what is going to happen most times. Most times it's going to happen anyways. Like the car accident, I obviously couldn't stop that. Just because what's set in stone usually happens. Like, you can't really usually change time. Hold on. I don't know what's going on with this brow, but this was usually the good brow. This is usually the good brow, but it's giving me troubles. 30 minutes just to do eyeshadow and no brows or nothing, of course. Okay. Sorry, that's taking so long. I'm not a pro at this one yet. You know, I'd be done already if it was my regular look. My regular, like, already attempted looks. Now I got black all over my face. That's great. Okay, so on top of Mark Twain dreaming about his brother's death, Abe Lincoln about his assassination, and just 9/11 survivors dreaming about their whole incident, let's just say, it's just like a whole list of people seeing things that haven't happened yet, that actually happened. You know what I mean? So, then, on top of all that, 19 people dreamed about the Titanic sinking. 19 of them, okay? Maybe one thing if it was one or two or whatever. 19 people, which these were all verified, dreamed about the Titanic sinking. Okay? So, this isn't some little occurrence. This is like a lot of people, alright? Okay, anyways, now I'm back. I'm just taking this purple shade and putting in like an eyeliner line. And I'm gonna be done. So anyways, so the Titanic people, they seen that they were gonna have a crash in their dreams. And that was obviously verified. 19 people. They're like, oh fuck, we're gonna... the Titanic is gonna sink. That's lovely, awesome, great. We're gonna tell people about it, obviously. So, obviously they went and told people about it, and people didn't believe them. So, obviously they took no precautions, and it happened anyways. But that is why you need to believe people when they say they have a dream and see what's going to happen, because they really do. They really know what's going to happen, and I have put myself on that possibility. So, you guys just need to do the same, and maybe then all the bad stuff in the world would stop happening. You know what I mean? Or we'd all be okay and safe and yada yada. So yeah, give me 2 seconds and I'll be right back. So on the inside of my lid, I'm just going to put a light color. Probably like this light color right here. As you can see it, but it's like a purpley color. I'm just gonna put that on like that. And mine's not exactly like everybody else's because I like to make things my own, and I like glitter and all that good stuff. I like to be unique. Mine's obviously darker, but it still does the same effect. It's pointed upwards, how it's supposed to be. So that's pretty much that. Obviously, we're going to bring that in this way because it's only supposed to be in the middle of the eye. I'm not sure, 1, if I did it right, 2, if I like it. But I guess we'll see when we are done and have the lashes on and all that good stuff. It's supposed to be a lot smokier and not as much dark, but I like dark makeup. Like, I'm not one for light, natural looking makeup. I probably will blend this out a little bit more once I get everything settled. And then I'll show you the finished results. But for now, I'm going to leave it like this. Blend this into it. I'll probably go like blend this a little more in a minute, but I'm going for more of a nightclub look than a everyday look with this makeup. And yeah, so we'll see. I have yet to go under the inner eye with the darkest color and all the good stuff. I'll do that right now. My point with this whole dream thing is just be more open-minded. Like, learn to try to understand where everybody is coming from. Don't just say no to something right off the bat. Listen to the reasoning. Try to understand everything, where they're coming from, their point of view, why they're saying this, why they believe this, all that type of stuff, you know? Like, tell me what you guys think. I know I took a lot of pauses and I lost track a lot. I hope to get better with that. I thought I had it all planned out, I had it all written out, I knew what I was going to say, and I guess I kind of fumbled. I tried to keep up with myself. My main point was that there was alternate universes and stuff, and I hope I gave you enough proof to want to look into it and believe it yourself. That and reincarnation. I really hope I gave you enough proof to want to look into yourself, and just, I hope that you will become more open-minded and try to take in the small things. And I love you guys. I will put on lashes and I will come back and show you the finished look. Thank you very much for watching today and sharing these conspiracies or letting me share these conspiracies with you, I mean to say. I had a real fun time, even though I couldn't get the Foxeye exactly right, but I'm loving it. It's actually what it looks like. Anyways, I forget the most important part. You do this, and this. If you've seen anything I did wrong during this tutorial, please let me know. Like I said, this was my first time trying to achieve this look. And I wasn't that good at it. Because again, it was my first time. But I hope you liked the conversation that we had about dreams. Even though I stuttered a bunch. I will get better, I promise. So I'm going to put on lashes and stuff like I said I was going to earlier. By the way, I'm using Sex on the Beach mascara and Wet n Wild eyelashes. They're obviously longer on this side. Now that I have the eyelashes on, it actually looks really good. Besides that one little spot, but whatever. It actually looks really good. I would probably try it again. I guess I'm just not used to it, not used to doing it. I like darker makeup, so I don't like to blend as much as a lot of other people do. And I guess I'm just, like I said, not used to it, the look on my face. Please let me know what you think in the comments. Okay, this is what the finished look looks like in brighter light. I like it. Definitely makes my face look longer. So I hope you guys had fun again, and tune in Tuesday. Love you guys.